Whoa! Orcs, 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 orcs. Good evening and welcome to the Hobby Corner with me. That's right, me, Kev. What have I done? That's right. I tried to cover up the terrible life choice that I did, which was to shave. I look like a kid again. So that's happened. Terrible. I should have waited until I cut my hair, but you know, it is what it is. I hope you are all well. Oh, that feels a bit better. Oh, look at that quiff. Don't mind me, I'm just faffing around my hair. That's what you really came to see, after all. Woo, there we go. All right, crikey. I can really hear myself going on there. There we go. So, good evening and welcome to the Hobby Corner. Hope you're all well. Here I am, just chilling out, drinking my bin juice. Yummy. Hope you're all well. Did anyone see the preview today? There's been a lot of salt running around everywhere, just literally sprinkled everywhere. I love it. But you know what? I think it was a nice day for orcs. You got some nice stuff coming. The upgrade sprue to include some diversity and a little bit of an update to the Cadian boxes is welcomed, but you know, more people are going to be complaining that they didn't get a brand new Cadian box. But you know, I mean, there is no Cadia, so you think you're going to get a new box when there isn't any Cadia left? But I can see that upgrade sprue being really good for you know, all of the Astra Militarum, you know. So the Tempestus Scions and all that. So, you know, it is what it is, but there you go. And honestly, I do think that Warhammer Fest should really stay as a weekender, because they're spreading it too thin. And I don't know, I think they're doing it for marketing reasons, easier to gauge interest. If they got one sort of set or two sets of products previewed on a day. But, you know, these half-hour previews just seem a bit lackluster, especially because there's so much hype. And I think the hype has been more than the expectation, and that's where they've gone wrong. They're getting really good at hyping things up, but I think they need to dial the hype down a bit and let the previews do the rest of the work rather than the other way around. Because otherwise you're just going to get a whole Twitch feed full of salty people like, my faction's not talked about. Wee. And how many people were complaining about Cursed City, you know? So there you go. Yes, Pirate Queen Pickle, I did get the bin. It is an actual wheelie bin. Look, it's got like the lid on it and wheels and everything. It's a recycling one because, you know, you gotta be green these days. But a big thanks to Goblin Gaming. He actually he donated the money to me to get it, so it was really nice. So he indirectly bought it for me, and now he's wanting to get one himself. So there you go. I get to drink bin juice while I have a chat and paint minis and stuff. So I hope you're all well. Let's have a look and see who is in the chat. So coming in first, we have Rivets and Daka. Wow. Hope you're well. We also have Underdog Painting. You're right, Bazza. Grumpy Guy Gaming had a quick visit just to say hello. He is the triple G of G's. We also got Jono Johnson from Front Room Gaming. How you doing, mate? Very glad to see you. We got Void Captain Bazooka as well, riding on his rocket ship, and we got Pirate Queen Pickle as well. And if there's anyone else hiding and lurking, don't be afraid to say hello in the chat. We don't bite. But there you go. Different Gear TV, how you doing? Wait, which mug are you talking about? The bin mug or this mug? Or are you just calling me a mug? Or is it all three? I don't know. Anyways, so let me know what you're excited about from Warhammer Fest. And what did you think of the coverage so far? Like I said, I do think it should have just stuck as a weekender. And I do think they're just using this as a way of gauging interest in things. But at the same time, it's just spread thin, isn't it? Yeah, again, this or the bin mug. Okay, there you go. There we go. We answered the question. Brilliant. 6 in the head. How you doing? Hope you are well. Right, so I won't tease you for too long. Look, I've got a bottle opener in my pocket. Don't worry, I'm not boozing it up like all day long. It's, you know, for this. So once I finish with my bin juice, I can move on to my Rekorderlig premium Swedish cider. Nice and sweet. So oh, thank you very much, Bazza. Yes, I did slide over the 1K subscriber mark over the weekend, which was amazing. So a massive thank you again to everyone who's been subscribing and supporting the channel, donating to the channel, keeping up with the channel, watching the videos, giving me advice, and you know, giving me a morale boost as well when I've had low moments, and you know, just keeping me going, because you know, it's not just me, it's everyone out there as well that helps make the hobby corner what it is today. So thank you so much for that. Also, hello Shane, how you doing? From France. Bonjour, salut. And I don't know, I can't remember much French from school. Like, despite this young face, like, you know, I haven't been to. Last time I went. When did I finish school? How many years ago was it? 17 years ago. Ooh, that's a while, isn't it? So hope you're well. Let's hop straight into what we're doing today. Oh, there we go. So today we are going to be painting the Lord-Arcanum. So I've been wanting to get round to doing this for a while, and yeah, I think it's about time. So we do have the other Arcanum dude as well, and I thought, you know, if there's time, I could paint both as well. So there we go. Right. So what I need to do is just touch up on the white there around the legs and the tail, because I've already done the face and everything. And the annoying thing with this mini, when you want to prime it, you have to choose whether to prime it white or gold. But the thing is, this dude is more gold than anything else, and his mount is more other colors than gold. So I tried spraying underneath and everything, but it didn't work out. It just overlapped. So I settled on gold. So yeah, I'm just picking out the bits here and there. And also, let's just let's get some funky music on, shall we? So let's hit on metal. Yeah, we want headbangers for sure. There we go. That's it. You right, Lupus? How you doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. And yes, thank you for encouraging people to hit that likes button. So make sure you slap it. If you're not already subscribed as well, throw in a click as well. It don't cost you anything to do so. And you might see more of my content as well. So that's a bonus. So, Right. Keep reminding me to drink my bin juice because I don't want my bin juice to get cold because then it's disgusting. Oh, I also forgot. I needed to do something and I totally forgot what I was doing. There we go. The power of being reminded of stuff. There we go. All good. Right, so let's get painting, shall we? Right, just roll up the sleeves. So I got my Corex white. I've already given it a real good shake because, you know, it's Corex white. You kind of have to, don't you? Got me water. I got larger brushes to do the job. So let's get to it, shall we? So what's everyone up to this evening? Let me know in the comments, in the chat. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know what you're looking forward to from the Warhammer Fest. What really caught your eye? And let's start speculation on what's going to be on tomorrow, the big reveal. Apparently there's going to be this huge reveal. They hyped it up. It's going to be this massive thing. Honestly, I think it could be one of two things. It could be Age of Sigmar version 3, or a leak of it maybe. Actually, I think it could be three things. So you got the Age of Sigmar version 3, possibly Cursed City. Gonna say, yeah, we've got the stock back. Well, you know, we're gonna have stock back soon, because we all know, like, trades at the moment has messed things up for them, so that's why they had to just shelve it quickly. Or it's going to be the Black Library's version of Netflix. You know, like we had ages ago, they teased heavily that they were going to do TV shows, didn't they? And then we didn't hear anything of it for ages. And then they mentioned it a couple of times since the new year, but nothing concrete really. So I think they might, you know, let us know when that's going to be released, when you can subscribe to it. But let me know what you think. Do you think I'm a bit far-fetched with that? I mean, because with the main systems, they normally leave it till the Warhammer Fest to mention, don't they? To drop it, like to say, yeah, this is coming out, you know, so and so, or they just like do a massive leak of it, sort of thing. And it, you know, it's near the end of a campaign as well, the Broken Realms campaign, so it sort of fits with that sort of timetable, really. But yeah. Beast Snaggers War Boss. Cursed City version 2. Or 1.1. 40k bid mugs, yep. Could very much be. I mean, we all know that Games Workshop like to copy me, right? If anyone saw my my Thunderhawk video I posted 2 weeks ago, right? There was a part of, there was this bit where I was flying it around like an idiot, making all the sound effects and that. And then we see the exact same thing on the plastic Thunderhawk preview. He could watch my stuff. He's on my Twitter. But to be honest, like, if you got those tiny planes and you don't fly them around and make the sound effects, you're dead inside, you know? There's no way you can't just pick one up and go meow. Return of Fantasy Battles. Well, I mean, I don't think that's going to happen. The Old World is still years out. They've already said that is. And they're really going into depth for the detail of it, because it's supposed to be during Magnus the Pious, when you had the 3 emperors, I think it was. When the empire was split in 3. So they're expanding that massively, and there's a lot of rumors that that's not going to be like 28mm scale. It's going to be like 10mm scale. Especially because they're really digging into the variety of factions and stuff, and with that many factions, there's no way it can seamlessly align itself next to Age of Sigmar without problems, you know. It could be something no one wanted. A lot of people were shouting for Battlefleet Gothic. You know, I need to drink it, yeah, boy. I need to stop drinking it at the lid end. There we go. I mean, look at that. That is just awful, isn't it? Like the lack of detail under there, absolutely awful. Let's just fill the gap with some paint. There we go. Paint your crack and your vajayjay. There we go. A new lieutenant, yes, it better be. I mean, we did just have one with a Bellicor attached to it, but I think we have been a bit short on lieutenants lately. Need more diversity in that. Can you remember when people complained that you had multi-part kits that had too many options, right, for special characters and stuff, and now people complain that there's too many variables of a certain model, you know, and that they want multi-part kits again. Can't please everyone, can ya? So close to what you'd expect, but wrong in some way, like when they first brought back Necromunda and didn't add the iconic terrain that it's known for. Hey, interesting G. How you doing, mate? Hope you are very well. Is anyone actually working on any hobby tonight? Or are we all just like burnt out from hobby? I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. Ooh, there we go. Ah. A little bit more of this. Furibundus. What's a Furibundus? Oh. Having dinner a bit late, aren't you? Castigators, nice. Oh yes, it started in France recently, hasn't it? Congratulations. Très bien. Well, I hope my videos don't disappoint in helping. I did extensive coverage on the first 16 issues. I'm trying to sort of catch up with myself because I kept falling behind through various things and stuff, and I don't want to get to a point like I did with the Conquest magazine and have most of the collection still not even built, and yet I've already signed up to another subscription service. So yeah, I want to make sure that I get most of it built and painted by the time Imperium drops, so I can cover that one. Well, to be fair, with Conquest I did get up to like issue 30 something, so it wasn't too bad. It just took a lot of time to record and edit and stuff like that. There we go. Eating chocolate. Ooh, naughty boy. What are we gonna do? Oh, it's a dreadnought. Oh, okay. The old, with the mean face going like that, with the shoulders up and guns like that. Ah, fair enough, Void. Fair enough. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, take it easy, man. Alright. Not cheating and just referencing. Get that reference. This really is a headbanger. Love it. So far, right? Yeah, it's especially like 'cause you got to plan it out and stuff like that. If I had to just paint one section of a mini, and that contained the example of the entire mini, it'd be fine. But because every bit is different, like the ropes, the armor, the crest, the weapons, the gems, and everything, you have to end up doing the whole model anyway. So the time that it would take you to catch up in an issue, because these are weekly issues, and if you painted and built a little bit every night, then yeah, you could keep up with the issues. But then throwing in the stop start of recording, script writing if you do it, I don't, because I'm badass. and then, you know, editing, which takes hours. It really does build up, and then you just fall behind so easily. Oh, I hope he's doing well, Shane. Wow, that's good, that's good. Make sure I don't miss under there. Oh, sorry. I do have a bit of a funky throat at the moment. So that's why I sound a bit different today. Nothing to do with sound settings or anything like that. It's just got a bit of a frog in the throat, you know, so I'm a bit croaky. Alright. So I need to get the robes. Yeah, the robes. Okay. So I really do have to say that those beast snaggers, they do look funky. They're basically savage orcs for 40k, right? Savage orcs in space. But that doesn't take away from them, you know, they seem to have a lot of character. And there seems to be hints that Grots might be making a comeback. From what they were saying in the videos, which would be interesting. Be nice for that for Grots to be relevant again. It's not really takes Grots, to be honest. You know, they're just like they're just sort of comedic add-ons. But with most orc players don't really take them. So having Grots viable again would be awesome. You know, like a proper rules for the Grot tanks and stuff like that. That'd be fun. I'd go up against that all day. And of course, every kind of orc player, whether it's fantasy or 40k, is gonna love new orc releases because it's so easy to convert or kit bash them to look relevant, you know, like the Iron Jaws from Age of Sigmar. Like, their weapons look brutal enough for 40k. And all you gotta do is like add some cables or some wiring or something. Whack on a you know, a shooter. Job's done. There you go. You got yourself a new 40k war keys. That's like I've said before, like the main reason why I never started orcs is because it's endless opportunities, you know, like everything is a potential orc thing, which is great, but I know I'm such a hobby butterfly. I would never finish a project, so I'll just keep starting new projects over and over and over again. Yeah, it would just be a right mess. But yeah, I do. Orcs have a special place in my heart. I don't think I've ever finished. You know what? That's how it's done. That is how this hobby is done. If you finish projects too often, then you're not doing the hobby right. You know? You're supposed to have more stuff than you can ever finish. And you're supposed to just keep buying and keep stressing about it, but never making the progress. And if you're one of these unicorn people who manage to actually finish projects before starting a new one, then you're not doing the hobby, man. You're spoiling the hobby for you. You're never gonna feel the joy of, or the fear of looking at your pile of opportunity. There we go. It's alright, isn't it? It's neat enough. Alright, let's add in that second layer on there. There we go. So, as you may or may not have heard, I did indeed reach 1,000 subscribers. And I've been contemplating for a long time how I was going to celebrate it. In a way that gives back to all the people who've been supporting the channel. I've been doing this thing for almost 2.5 years now, so it's nice to finally reach that goal. And you know, I couldn't have done it without everyone who's, you know, been watching, following, supporting and commenting and all that. So I did think about doing a raffle and seeing how well received Josh's was. You know, I think that'd be a great way and a fair way of doing it. So I'm just penning down the details. I got some great ideas for the prizes, and yeah, you just gotta keep your eyes out for those details. Because they will be released soon, and I've got some other bits and pieces that I want to do as well to celebrate. So, you know, all my social media links are in the description below, so you can keep an eye out there. But I'm excited. I'm excited for what I can bring you guys. Sort of step up the game a little bit. Hey, Total Nova! Whoa! Hope you're well, mate. Is that it? That is it, isn't it? Groovy, groovy, groovy. Okay, well then I might as well just paint the inside of this cape here as well. So, when I primed this, I did go back over with the Retributor gold from the pot, because of course, you know, if you got to touch up any areas, you don't want that difference showing on the mini from doing that. I just went around on the armor bits because I knew that all the cloth areas were going to get painted something else, so there's no need to do that. And that way you help make your paints last if you're just relying on the supply that you get through the magazine subscription. So there you go, there's another handy tip from yours truly. Oh, I'm knocking the camera. Oops. There we go. That's alright. Is it glued down? No, it's not glued down. Excellent. That's better. Just finished an extra shift at work. Ooh, okay. Nice one. So I don't know if you've caught up with the latest news of the releases, the previews from Games Workshop. But yeah, more orcs coming. They're 40k orcs, but you can very easily turn them into Age of Sigma orcs. It's like, you know, and they would look nice with the Iron Jaws actually. Yes, I'm painting under here. Don't at me for it. It's just, you know, from that angle you can still see the bottom of the cape, so. Flop fest. Yeah, I was saying it should have just stayed as a weekender and not spread out throughout a whole week, and I think it would have got received a lot better. But it was overhyped, and so it felt like it was under-delivered. If all of that news was dropped over 2 days, guaranteed it would have gone down like a tree, you know? Yeah, there'll still be some people who feel a bit left out because their army didn't get mentioned. But to be honest, you get previews every blooming week. So I think we're a little bit spoiled in that regard. Like every month we get like a whole day of big reveals sort of thing on a Saturday. And I think because we've been getting that, when they decided to do this over just a week and they spread it so thin, yeah, it did feel like it was coming up short. But, you know, let me know if you agree. I think you did tell me. But anywho's, congratulations. Those Aurochs are coming along very nicely. There we go. Just getting the inside of the robes. The inside of the robes are white, the outsides are blue. Not too worried if I go over with the white because the blue would neaten up the white very easily. But if I was to do it the other way around, then yeah, I'd be a bit nervous because white doesn't cover up other colours too well. They're saying that Corex white does go down well if you apply it thickly enough. Ah, okay. Let's have a look. I don't look too bad. I don't look too bad at all. Proper, yeah, proper god bloody. Nice. Well, I'm sure there will be more. And that box that the limited release box that they got for them is gonna have a codex included in it, a full codex that will have stuff that's upcoming as well. So it's not going to be obsolete when the second codex gets dropped 6 months down the line on the third or fourth wave of beast snaggers, because that is essentially the what Games Workshop do, because it helps protect the IP. You know, they don't release codexes anymore with units in it that don't have miniatures that are coming out soon after, because what was happening was there were other miniature companies who were seeing what wasn't, you know, made or in development, and then they would try and make it and then sell it, and then Games Workshop had a hard time trying to develop their own version and with protected IP. So now what they do is they release a codex or a battle tome, and it will cover the first and possibly second wave, and then when third wave comes, like, you know, 6 to 9 months down the line, they release an updated one. So, you know. There we go. There we go. Oh, yeah. feels good. Right. Just gonna... I forgot to say, we still do these masks on the Teespring site. So if you want to get yourself a mask, custom made. Let's pop that out of the way. There we go. Okay, so what's next? Blah, 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 blah. Need a Reichland flesh. Where's my... There it is. Alright, have fun. Hey Goblin, how you doing? You been lurking the whole time? There we go. Gotta put blue tack on the bottom so I don't spill. So I'm going to be applying this to all of the armoured areas. I'm not going to bother... or any areas that are going to stay gold, essentially. I'm not going to bother on the cloth or anything because that'd be a waste. And in the book, it says paint the entire thing Retributor armor, right, from the pot, and then shade the entire thing in your Reichland flesh shade, and then go back and dry brush the entire thing with your Stormhost silver. And I was just thinking, that's such a waste of paint. You know, I know they give you more later on, but it's just, if you want to make your paints last, some steps can be swapped around, you know. So... yeah. I've got to get back onto that Teespring and upload some new designs as well. It's been a while since I've actually thought about it. So at the moment it's either the THC logo or it's, you know, cartoon Kev Marine. So yeah, it'd be nice to sort of change it up a little bit. So just doing the edges of this as well, because that's going to stay gold, I think. I'm not going to do the chainmail there because the scale, sorry, because that's going to be painted silver. Oops. I'll drop that now, do we? A little talisman there, sort of thing. Chains. Go along the edges there. Well, I had actually halfway through the first lockdown, I actually did like shave all my hair myself, but it was such a faff and such a mess. I just didn't bother doing it again after that. So that's why my hair looks like an absolute mess at the moment, and I just haven't found the time to go to the barbers yet. I was gonna miss the first couple of weeks anyway, because obviously everyone's going to be queuing up outside to blooming get their hairs done. So Yeah, haircuts coming soon. A handlebar mustache, okay. Yeah, just shave it all off, man. Every single bit. Just do it, man. Just do it. Do it! Do it! Do it now! Used to have dreadlocks. Wow. Wow. Oof. A lot of dodgy hair going on now. There we go. It's so bright. I do apologize, like, you guys must be seeing this and it must be so hard to watch because it's so damn bright. But it's, the light is just reflecting off the white and the gold. And of course the camera's light balance just like comes in and just goes, ah, I don't know what to do. Big ass sword as well. There we go. Shade the hilt of that. And all the nooks and crannies. Get that lion pauldron done as well. No, fair enough. Can't be mad at you for that. I think there's a D&D game going on tonight somewhere as well. Amongst the Chili Network lot. And selfishly, I hope it ends soon because I feel a little bit left out, you know. Fridays was the only day that they could make it work. And of course I live stream Fridays. So I'm left out, but it does mean that you get to hang out with me still, and I get to hang out with you, and we get to have fun, and we get to have a laugh. Absolutely chat nonsense. Thanks to absolute legends like yourself. So it's a win-win. There you go. Bit of shade in there. You know me, I like to shade heavy. Let that liquid talent do its work. Oh, hang on. bit of push fit that I didn't glue down. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. So today was a nice day. The wife and kids are the in-laws. So I had a chilled out day. I couldn't really do much though because I had an electrician come and replace the fuse box. So of course I had no power for almost half a day. Oh no! I know. But yeah, it was just a nice chilled out day, and then the electrician went one up, and I told him, because he's sent by the rental agency to do the upgrade, and I was like, yeah, the light in the kitchen, it hasn't worked since before lockdown, and because we had to shield, we couldn't really have anyone over to replace it or fix it. And I tried changed the bulb, and I had changed the starter, and nothing had worked. And when he tested it, he said, yeah, it's dead. It's absolutely gone. So of course the rental agency forgot to ask him if he could replace it when he came again this time. And so it was like, yeah, let me just quickly call them up because I can get someone to drop off a new one real quick, and then it will only take me 20 minutes to fit a new one. It's like, alright, banging. So yeah, did it, and it only took him 20 minutes. Take the old one out, put a new one in. And I'll tell you what, for over a year, epoxy little lamp that was sat on top of the cupboards was our only means of light. That, and from the extraction fan over the oven, right? Those two things was our only source of light in that kitchen when it got dark. And they're not very bright. You know, everything's got like an orangey yellow glow to it. And then I switched the light on today, the brand new one. Dude, like, have you ever been stuck in a dark room for... Oh, actually, I think all of us have. But, you know, you get stuck in a dark room for a few hours, and then you go outside when it's a bright, sunny day, and your eyes just go... Ah! That happened. I was like, oh my god, this is too much. I have to turn it off again. It was mental. So, yeah. But then, you know, I let my eyes adjust for a moment, and then I looked around and I said, this kitchen is not as clean as we thought it was. Now that we can actually see, I'm going to turn this light off again so the electrician can't see how bad it is. Oh dear. Oh, you had the same problem as well. Yeah, a bad time for it. So Rivets is working on a stage for his Orc Rock band with full lighting. Oh, mate. So you've done the lighting, like actual electronics as well. That's banging. You have to keep us up to date. So if you got any projects that you want to keep me in the loop for, use the hashtag on Instagram, THCKev, okay? So that's hashtag THCKev. And then when I go on Instagram, I can type it up and I can have a look and see what you're doing. Abducted by aliens. Fair enough. Oh, sent me another message, eh? What's this? Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh dear. Right. Oh. So, I've done that one. So I've just got to let it dry before I can dry brush it. So That's why I've got the second model, because you know when you do shading and everything, it takes a bit of time to dry up. So that's setting with the right click flesh shade over the gold areas. So I'm coming back to this one to do the armor on this one. And all I've got to do is just be careful of those areas I've painted in white. Otherwise I'm going to have to go back over them, and that's just a pain. An absolute pain. Okay. I can actually put this dude back on the base now. I don't need him off the base. Oh, you were so cool, mate. Absolutely cool. So, what was everyone's favourite reveal from today? I know some of you feel a bit disappointed by the orcs, and others are really excited by them. And some people are disappointed by the Cadian upgrade sprue, and other people are really excited about that for whatever reason. Honestly, I think they're all cool. What I think is funny though, and I honestly think we're going to get so many memes from those Cadian faces, because there's so many different characters in there. And yeah, this is just a prediction. Yeah, watch, next couple of days you're going to see a lot of memes using those faces. That's what the community does best, right? Make a meme of something. There we go. It's looking good. I love how this shade just changes the hue of the golds, like so nicely. It warms it up a bit, I reckon. You know, I do like using Seraphim Sepia as well, but I think Flesh Shade really takes it up a notch. Yeah. Plus it says in the guides to do it, so you know. For the purposes of following the guides in the magazine, you know, so I don't confuse the people who are following along at home. Only lightly moderate the paint scheme sometimes when they seem a bit backwards, like, you know, painting the entire thing gold and then white. That's backwards to me. Just paint what you need gold and then paint what you need white. That's it. Simples. I do like this playlist. It's a good playlist. Though this band does feel like it's kind of like a Nickelback tribute band, if you know what I mean. It's got that flavour about it. Whoa, oh, oh. It's all good. Alright, double check. I've got all the Armor areas. Yeah, there we go. Groovy. Sweet. Oh, hang on. I just got a notification. Oh yeah, look, it's it started already. You know how I said, like, watch, people are going to be doing memes of those Cadian faces, right? Here it is. Chapter Master Barrett. The Knicker Sniffer is my favourite guardsman now. How dare you judge him? Oh, my days. Oh. Oh, dear. Oh. Good stuff. Like the runt herd and his mad squig hair. Yeah, man. That hair is mental. He looks like he's had a real bad time of it. You missed the drum and bass days. Hey, I mix it up. Don't worry, I'll mix it up. Is this an actual band or generic? I think it's just generic. It's off Epidemic Sounds, so it's all royalty free music. Really, you just pay a subscription and then you just have at it. Right. So, because Goblin is complaining, you're in for it now. The panty raid. Alright, I'm getting thirsty now, so time to crack open the Swedish cider. The Swedish cider? Oh. That's good. That's good. For any of you who are into ASMR, you're welcome. Alright, let's see. This should be dry now. Yes, it is. Groovy. So, next step in our journey. Get Stormhost Silver. We're gonna do some dry brushing, yo. So I got my large dry brush because, oh no, it's a medium dry brush. My apologies. Let's pop some on there. Let's move that out of the way. Work the worst off on the kitchen towel. Alright man, you have a good night. Take care. Say hello from me to the old ball and chain. Right, sorry. Apologise, I have to send a message to the wife, alright? So, I don't want to ignore her because she is away at the moment, and if I do ignore her, then I'll get in real trouble. So, there we go. Right, so we are going to drive. I do apologise. I know it's a little bit. Alright, man. I'll see you later, Rivets. Thank you again for joining us as well. Really do appreciate it. So since Goblin's going, I'm going to change up the music again. Something a bit different. Let's get that dry brush going. Get some energy going with that as well. you know, like when you have like the sound down on your phone, like for most things, so you don't really get the benefit of the sound effects that happen, like when you get notifications or when you send an emoji to someone on a certain program or whatever. Well, I never realized that sending the heart emoji on Messenger made any noises, but it kind of sounds like farting in the bath. It's like absolutely crazy. I love it. Oh yeah, I'm loving that effect. Come on, look at that. See the way it just catches on there and it blends nicely. Oh, just on the edge there. That's nice. That's it. I completed it. I don't need to do the rest of the model. Just got to be careful of hitting any white areas, because of course that's going to be a pain to go back over. I'm trying to be conscious of where the natural light will be as well. So, you know, like under here, I'm not going to try and dry brush the top of that foot there because it's naturally shaded. But the back of it I can, you know? Oh, I didn't shade that bit. Oh no. That's a bummer. Hang on. Totally failed there. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Come on. There we go. That's better. Oh, just a bit there. Groovy. Alright, I can live with myself now. It's fine. Right. So while that's drying, I'll just skip over to the other areas. And again, try and miss that one. I'm going to have to touch it up already. I've already made a spill. I'm trying to minimize how many spills I do. Just because, you know, it slows down the whole process, doesn't it? Try to go back over it. Let's get this bad boy done. I'll be glad to get this issue done. Not only do you have to paint these two to the standard of issue 20, but then I've got to go back to all of the minis, all of the Stormcast that I've done so far from the magazine, and I've got to fill in all the lead belcher areas. So, you know, that's not time consuming at all. There we go, lovely. Get just a little bit on that elbow and then get the hands like that. And the fingers. And just got to go lightly over these details here. There we go. Sweet. So what's everyone's plans for the weekend? Got any more hobby plans going on, or are you all just doing about your business, going to work? I still haven't seen the best idea yet for what tomorrow's reveal could be. So I'm still waiting for someone to blow my mind away with what tomorrow's big reveal could be. I think the best one I've seen so far is a new Hobbit. A new plastic Hobbit kit. It's looking alright. I think I did shade a bit too heavy on the flat areas. Ah, well, I could dial it back a bit easily. So let's get this done. Hey Adam, how's it going? Thank you for joining us in chat. Haven't seen you on here for a while, so it's nice to see you appear again. Always a pleasure. Oh, we're skipping this. This is too... There we go. Is it Minecraft music? No, I'm on a cinematic playlist at the moment. But it's a bit... yeah. What's this? Maybe this would be better. Also, I don't know what Minecraft music sounds like because I've never played Minecraft. So did you catch the reveals today, Mr. Adam? Or were you busy with the kids? And if so, what was your takeaway? Yeah, I understand that. I get that. The wife, she's been starting up her own business, and that's left very little time for me to do what I gotta do on here. Because of course I gotta help her fulfill stock and like get some of the stuff made and try and get it shipped and everything. Because we make some of the stuff at home as well, it could be a bit of a process, so I end up losing some evenings helping her do that rather than actually, you know, getting on with what I gotta do. So but it will pay off eventually once the website is properly set up. I think it's supposed to be live at the moment, but we're having some problems with it not appearing live. When you search for it, it says it's still coming soon. But yeah, fun times. Yeah, there's one with a COVID mask. Exactly. Or as Chapter Master Varric says, he's a panty sniffer. So there we go. That looks better, doesn't it? Alright, cool. A little bit there. Alright. And now this bit's dry, I can dry brush over that. There we go. Alright. Okay. Let's get this one done. So yeah, a lot of people have been asking for some kind of upgrade kit for the Cadians, just to diversify them a bit more. But more people are asking for a brand new kit, and I'm just like, I'm thinking, look, the planet's been blown up. You're not going to get a brand new Cadian kit, you know. There is no Cadia to recruit from. You know, maybe one day they'll do a new kit, but I don't think it's on their priority list. They got so much stuff going on, you know, to keep people interested. I think yeah, brand new Cadian kit would just be a bit low on their list of priorities. I do like the look of the those giant squig things that the orcs got now. So that's something to keep an eye on. But yeah, as I said before, like I don't want to start orcs because I know that once I get into that, that's it. I'm going to be done for, because everything is a potential orc kit. You know, I don't. That's a sinking pile of doom to get into. I don't know one person who's got a completed orc collection, you know, like they're always starting something new. They're always buying more kits because, oh yeah, I can kit bash this for my orcs or whatever, and it's just like, I've seen it consume hobbyists. Yeah, they did. They do need the old Frostroyans and the Kachchan and all that. They all need revamping, and having them all in plastic kits would really be good. It really would be good. I think they thought that they got away with it when they did the Solar Tempestus and the Scions before. A lot of people weren't happy on settling on those as replacements for the Acadians and all that. So yeah, and maybe one day they'll do it. You never know. Right, did I miss any bits? There. Feet, knees, back of the legs, foot, shoulders, headpiece. There we go. Cool. Ooh, hang on. Oh, that's nice. I love the weathering on it as well. That is very nice. Do you mind if I show it? Do you mind if I show it on screen? Because it is really good. There we go. Sweet. Alright, so hangabouts. Are you on a sponsored silence? No, I'm looking for thingy, and you know what? Thank you so much for the cheek as well. By the way, sarcasm is not lost on me. But I'm just looking to show Adam's bits and pieces that he's just sent me. For some reason, this is really upsetting me now. It's not recognizing that I've got a bloody Google window up. Come on, man. There we go. Finally. Right. Ah, what a bloody pain. Yes, you do. Everyone needs to see Adam's bits and pieces. Alright, here we go. So, this is the back of his bits and pieces. But yeah, no, look at the weathering on that. That's pretty damn good. I really like that. I really like that. And there's a top-down view of his bits and pieces. I like the skin tone on those orcs as well. That's really nice. But yeah, this, what is it? A wagon or a buggy? It's a buggy, isn't it? Not a wagon. It's not dragging anything. But no, it looks really nice, man. There we go. That's the money shot right there. I really do like that. It's great work, mate. And I've got one more. There's the other side. Look at that. Absolutely chocker with dirt and grime. That looks great, man. As for his weathering challenge, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, no, it looks great, man. I haven't actually done anything. I haven't done anything for that. Well, he doesn't call it a challenge, does he? He calls it a community project. Because he doesn't want to feel like there's winners and losers in the challenge. But yeah, no, it looks good. Right, now I get to move on. So we've got the Cantor Blue out new. There we go. So, got to get the back of the robes without getting it on anything else. Should be easy enough, but I know I'll mess that up. I'm still using the Fugazi brushes at the moment because I'm really trying to get some mileage on them just to see how they perform overall, because I want to do a review on them to sort of update my my review on brushes, because one of the biggest things that was commented about was the fact that I was comparing Games Workshop's synthetic brushes with sable brushes, and like I already made that distinction in the video. I already said, yeah, I know there's going to be a difference from that, but I wanted to see, you know, what they would be like anyway. But now I've got these Fugazis, I can make a proper comparison. So yeah, Just getting some mileage on them, just so I can really say whether or not they're worth it. But between you and me, they are. They are good. I've been doing a fair bit of painting lately, and even with all my experience of Games Workshop brushes, I've had very few brushes that last like as well as these ones do. You know, like these still got a nice point, they clean well. So, you know. It will all be in the review. So that's another video that'll be coming out eventually. Still just got to finish up on the Flesh Eater Quartz one. To give an update on that. Sort of discuss some advanced techniques on, you know, well, not exactly advanced techniques, some easy techniques on how to improve them from the guide that you get with the premium kit, and also some ways of taking it just that little bit extra. If you remember, I did the OSL effect on the Archregent, so I went to cover a little bit of that. Plus the rank and file, you know, how to make the rank and file look a bit better, because the paint guide is good, get some table ready, but it's missing a few bits that are really quick and easy to do that you can really sort of enhance them with. So just got to knuckle down and get that bit, because I've already filmed everything. It's just the talking head bit. I've deleted it 4 different times because I wasn't happy on how it came out. In regards to, you know, the consistency of the information, I was just all over the bloody place. So that'll be fun. Yes, I know some advanced techniques. I read. Ever so careful. This bit here. Yes, I got detailed files. There we go. Okay, so where else? Where else are we going? Oh, we're going over here as well. So I didn't bother doing sub-assembly painting on this guy, simply because it wouldn't have made a difference. You know, he's quite flat the way he faces, but this mini is pretty much cut straight down the middle, both the rider and the mount. So it just made sense to paint it all together, and that way I could fill in the gaps with some layers of paint as well. So there we go. Easy peasy, right? Man. That frog in the throat won't leave me alone. How's it gonna look? Oh man. You know how I went through all of that? You know how I went through all of that effort to make the edge look all nice and shiny and awesome? It's telling me I need to paint it blue. Well, I refuse. I refuse. I'm gonna leave that gold. Screw it. Fight the power! Well, thank you very much, Pirate Queen. Not for this mini. This mini, it doesn't matter if you do sub-assembly because, like I said, it's cut down the middle. So it doesn't make anything easier to reach. And I paint in sub-assembly, so I don't know what you're on about now. Because not everything needs it. There we go. Yeah, see? Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah. So I am very much looking forward to getting this painted up and done, because I want to finish off my epic scale minis as well. I had to put them to one side because they were taking forever to do. The little things, but because of the detail on them, you can't just paint it one colour and leave it. You need to pick out some of the details just to break them up. So I need to get back to that. Because I had, you know, dry brushed a whole lot, and it was just a case of picking out the details. But we got mini dreads, we got tons of bikes, loads of troops. I don't even know what to do with the troops. There's just so many. So there's plenty more to come with that as well. And then I've got another kit, something I've never done before, but one of my viewers was really nice and sent it out to me. It is something, like I said, it's something I've never ever done before. It requires a completely different painting style, so I might need some help on it. I'm looking forward to it because, you know, it's good to expand on my skill sets, you know. There's more than Warhammer out there. There's all sorts of stuff out there that could be painted and built and that, so I'm looking forward to the challenge of it. I'm probably going to be relying a lot on pigments and like weathering pigments and oils and that. So I hope I don't let it down. It is a little bit intimidating though. So I'm gonna have to spend some time watching some tutorials or something just to get a firm grasp of what it's done, how it's done. Yeah, pretty much. It's it's an angry chicken bird. I believe it's a hippogriff without the wings. Basically. Yeah, it's a nice mini enough, but look, I mean that's just lazy, right? Everyone can agree. The flatness of underneath there is just lazy. They can blame it on the CAD programming all they like. But someone had to review it and you know, push the OK button and say, yeah, let's go ahead with it. Like living life on the edge. What else have I got on my work in progress? Oh yeah, I still got to get around to finishing off those Sylvaneth as well. It's Angry Tree Spirits. And I still need to finish building the Iron Jaws. And then get them painted. So, got loads to do on that front. Plus, I want to get ahead of the game. Get some footage done on some painting tutorials for when the Imperium magazine drops. Because of course a lot of it is just the Indominus box. And then it's, you know, Mechanicum and everything thrown in on top. So I reckon I could get a few things painted up in time for that. Here's hoping. Yeah, all done. Groovy. Let's move on to this one. Oof. Hippogriff. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, at that angle, sorry, at that angle, you wouldn't really notice, right? And from the tabletop down, like if you're looking down, you're not gonna notice. But if you pick it up, or if you ever go line of sight, and you put your head down at the table, you're gonna see it. So, yeah. It's a shame. Yeah, I'm hoping to get a few bits from Pagan Minis very soon. I'm looking forward to it. I've been dying to get some paint on those minis. So that'll be good to do. And I'm thinking of maybe doing like a battle scene with it. I've never done a diorama before. And depending on what I get, it'd be nice to do like I had this idea in my head of like a shield wall being charged at by the werewolves. And I thought that'd be a really good idea to put into, you know, a diorama sort of thing. And, you know, I've wanted to do a diorama for ages, but I've never really had the right inspiration hit me. But when I saw Adam's minis, that's the first thing that came to my head was shield wall against this massive group of werewolves just like hungering over them. So yeah. Absolute babe. Alright. Let's get it done. Did you see Adam, did you have a look and see what I did with the Arch Regent? With the OSL and all that. The glowing skulls. And the uplighting, as it's called, apparently. I still think it should be called reverse center. But yeah, I don't make up the rules on what things are called. There we go. Ooh, yeah. Right. Oh, I'm getting so neat with this. Definitely gonna need to get myself a wet palette eventually, I think. I keep saying it, but I keep getting distracted by other things. I really do think I need one now. With the amount of painting that I do now, I think it's worthwhile. Before I wasn't really painting enough to justify it. You know, like it would either dry out or go mouldy before I ever got like a decent amount of use out of it or finished a mini. But I think now would be a good time for it. I have been told that red grass is one of the best ones to buy. So I don't know if anyone's got any red grass wet palettes, if they're any good. Or if I should just go dirt, you know, well, not dirt cheap, but if I should just go for the cheap option and either make one myself or... No, I don't want to make one myself. I made one myself before and it went mouldy. Like, that's how little I used it. I can't be arsed with that, man. And I think you got Army Painter, but I don't know how that is. How, you know, if it's any good. How do you know? Actually, it was my dancing that helped woo her, so, you know. Put on Mysterious Girl. Yeah. The little... Whoa. Mysterious girl, I wanna get close to you. Woo. There we go. I just cut my viewers in half. Excellent. That's what it's all about. Hey Ross, how you doing, mate? Glad you could join us. They're starting a Kickstarter for version 2 soon. The A1 may take... Ah. Alright. What was that? The red grass one? Hey, this one's not good. How you doing, man? Thanks for dropping by. Oh, Total Nova's popped back in the chat as well. Looks like we got our second wind of viewers. Whoa! Hope it didn't deafen anyone. I've been through several work palettes now, honestly. Homemade one. 36 Tupperware tub, car washing sponge. Yeah. Yeah, I see. I did the old make your own one, and like I said, it went moldy. Like after a week, it was just like, Granted, I don't think I rinsed it, so that was probably the issue. But it was like, you know, like made with kitchen roll tissue and like baking paper in a Tupperware. That was, you know, proper budget. Yes, new orcs have arrived. That's right. Got some really nice looking orcs coming along soon, so very exciting stuff. And there's a hint that Grots might be getting a little bit of a comeback as well, which would be absolutely amazing because, you know, who doesn't love Grots? And they've been needing a little bit of a boost for a while now, so that'll be good. No one called you Shirley. Regress for over a year, never gone wrong, no mold, stays wet for weeks. Nice. Ah, alright, fair enough. I'll look into it, Adam. It's my first day off since Sunday. 51 hours in 5 days. Oh man, I know what that's like. I used to work in a Subway years ago, and I used to work 70-hour weeks. Yeah. Doing 10 and 12-hour shifts. Brutal. And that in pretty much the entire time you're on your feet. You know? That's tough. And the only reason why I'll do those long shifts and so often was because the money wasn't good at all. And of course I needed to work extra if I wanted to get more money, so that's how it works. So I hope you're all well. Let me know in the chat what you're all up to this evening. What are you working on? What are your hopes for this weekend? Got any plans, hobby-wise? Or are you just chilling out this weekend? Or even working? And also, don't forget, let me know your speculation on what the big announcement's going to be tomorrow from Games Workshop. Some are saying Age of Sigmar 3.0. Some are saying news about a reprint for Cursed City, like they might have sorted out the issues with their supply on that. Maybe it could be something else, maybe the start of a new campaign, a new game system, who knows. So let me know what you think. Give me your serious answer, and then give me, you know, a Mickey take answer. Just for lols, yeah? I want some wrong answers in there. And you get points for the most wrong answer possible, and you get points for the most sensible answer too. Like, I for one think that they are going to announce the release of Battlefleet Gothic, and it's gonna, in the box set, it's gonna have squats and HRUD. And it, for anyone who's born from the mid-90s onwards and don't know what squats are, they're basically dwarves in 40k that got discontinued, and the story was that their planet got swallowed up by Tyranids. But in the last couple of years, we've seen a couple of models drop here and there for narrative reasons. And the HRUD were basically Space Skaven. So, you know, it would make a perfectly viable narrative to have those two fighting in Battlefleet Gothic. Right. Okay, so what we got here? I do apologise if I sound a bit funny today. I've got a little bit of a frog in the throat, and it's throwing me off a bit, and my voice is a bit sore. My throat's a bit sore, but you know, we get on, we get moving. All right. Giving your orcs a rest. Currently working on Pile of Opportunity. Nice. Terrain kits, yes, they're good. They're good to work on. Free tip: if you're going to work on those, and you can get yourself down to a Poundland or whatever, don't use your nice primers. Keep those for your models. Just use the cheap primers for the terrain. Go down to Poundland, get yourself a couple of cans, and it'll do for a few kits. So. There you go. Did Subway years ago. Now I'm moving boxes in a distribution warehouse. I get paid to work out and no more customer service. BS. Nice. Yeah. I'll do it. I actually went from being a manager of a small franchise of Subway to being a cleaner for London Underground on the trains in a depot. Because the money was better, the hours were more social, and I got a free workout. Because you did a lot of scrubbing, so it was back-breaking work, but like I felt stronger for it, and yeah, the pay was better, so I couldn't argue with that. Of course, I left that a long time ago. Now it's been a couple of years since I worked there. So. Primaris Lieutenant, yes, I would love to see more of those, and not on someone's base like with Bellicor. Keep your sponge clean and your powder dry. You would like more terrain and new race classes. Okay. THC sponsorship. Oh, that hurts, man. That hurts. He got me right in the gizzards. Alright, new Horus Heresy box game. If not, Lehman Russ has been seen in a chip shop in West Yorkshire. Yeah, that sounds right. Fair enough, fair enough. I don't think the Russ is coming back anytime soon. It is tied between either Russ or Lionel Johnson, but I reckon Lionel Johnson will be next up, because even though Magnus has been hanging around and really hounding the Space Wolves a lot to try and get Russ out into the open, I think they're going to save that for a little bit later and maybe bring in Lionel Johnson just to create some discontent in the Imperium between certain factions, because of course, you know, you got the whole Fallen from the Dark Angels and all the issues there, and then he's going to come along and go, hey look, I'm the first Primarch, I should take over running the show, and then Rebuke Gilliman's going to be like, no, and you know, I think that might kick off some stuff. Age of Sigma talisman, the game you want. The return of Ferrus Manus's head, 50 quid. Oh! Well, the next limited box set is going to be the Beast Snaggers, actually, and it's going to have the codex in it that's got everything for, you know, like the entire range. So when they finally do release the Beast Snaggers individually and they put out a codex for that, that's only going to be relevant for the first 2 waves, and then, you know, they'll have to put out another one for, you know, waves 3 and onwards. And I think someone said that the codex that you get in that limited box will actually have everything from all the waves coming up. But yeah, I ain't shattering your dreams, don't worry. Epic 40k without any takes. Yeah, I can see that selling out instantly. Isn't that basically Titanicus and Aeronautica? I don't think they're gonna do Epic again. Would be cool. It would really be cool, but I don't think they're gonna do it again. What is happening in my ears right now? Is this what people listen to these days? I'm so out the loop musically. It's unbelievable. You catch chat arms, just the arms. yeah, because it's just the arms that's the problem, right? Thick as thighs. Right. So what we're on now? Abaddon Black for the straps, was it? The straps. The saddle. And the pouch and stuff. Oh, and the glovey things as well. Okay, cool. Well, the thing is, right, it is a possibility, but they could always do crossover rules. But the thing is, the 2 rule sets are so completely different. Doing a crossover would be quite tricky. So, I mean, we'll see how it goes. They seem to be about the right scale as well. I wouldn't actually mind getting just the one Titan kit, you know, not the full scale resin, because that's just That's just ridiculous how much it costs just for an arm. Just for one arm, it costs 100 quid. You know, that's like, instead of just getting a car that gets you from A to B, you go and get yourself a Maserati, you know, or a Lotus, or a blimmin' Ferrari. You know, it's not necessary. You're never going to use it. It's just a status thing, isn't it? But one of the Titanicus Titans would be cool to do. But then saying that, I got 2 knights. Remember years ago, Games Workshop did a box game, and it was 2 knights, and you know, you could paint one up as a renegade knight, and then you had them fight off and add special rules in there, and it came with terrain as well. I never cracked it open, so I got 2 unbuilt Imperial Knights plus terrain, brand new in box. I haven't even got round to them because, you know, I've shied away from doing bigger kits for a long time. So Epic AOS, yeah. Sigmarite Ruins, yeah, they're good. We need a crossover. Epic would be a separate game, but all flies and titans are already tooled. Yeah. Like I said, we'll see how that goes. Wouldn't be surprised if they did something in White Dwarf for it. Or just, you know, wrote up some quick rules on how to do a campaign using both games. So like, you know, you do the Aeronautica so that you can get supply chains running, so that you can get your Titans up and running, or vice versa. You know, you got your Titans fighting over an airfield so that you can have the airfield freed up so that you can get your planes in to start fighting. There are narrative ways of doing it. Keep it real interesting. Yeah, I do need tanks and infantry. Make it a bit more interesting. But to be honest, I mean, they could skip the infantry at that scale, because infantry is such a pain in the butt at that scale. You know, you need a lot of it, and very, very tiny to paint. Very easy to lose. Like I said, we'll see what they do. I personally would like to see. So you know, like when they did Dreadfleet, you know, that was sort of like their go at sort of bringing back Man of War a little bit, but it sank like a lead balloon. Just because people hated it on so much, thinking that it would be Man of War. Well, I would like to see a land ship version of that, because in one of the novels, you had the Oryx traveling across a desert, right? A desert of sand, and the sand is made from dry blood, right? How sick is that? and they're going across this desert on these land ships. You know, it's like wind powered on wheels, and it just whoosh. And I think that'd be really cool. Or maybe do skyship battles, you know. Dreadfleet, but in the skies, and you could get the Skaven up there. You could get the Gobos up there. I think that would be fun, wouldn't it? Epic 40k without buildings. Buildings only available in Super Grandmaster Edition. £250 plus your dear old mum. Epic scale Space Marine is like a full scale Primaris Marine in Elston's hands. Oh! That would have been a sick burn if he was actually here, but you know, it's past his bedtime. He's had his bottle and everything, so sorry for the coughs. This is a banging tune, by the way. What's it called? Call of the North by Nicholas Johansson. That's a banging tune. There we go. Being real careful here because I don't want to go over any of the armor. Getting these straps done. There we go. And then the back of the legs. Cool. That looks good. So do you think they're going to do next year for Warhammer Fest? Do you think they're going to do a whole week thing again? Or do you think they're going to just keep it as a weekender? I personally hope that it stays as a weekender. So as I mentioned before, it just seems like an anticlimax when it's spread so thinly over an entire week. And like Warhammer Fest was always like that weekend where so much dropped, it was hard to keep up with, but there was like tons to keep you excited for a while. And this just, I don't know, it just seemed like a salt fest. Like if you're watching it on Twitch live, pretty much 9 comments out of 10 are just like complaining that it's not the faction, or it's not exciting enough, or it's a letdown. Screaming about Cursed City. It just spoiled the whole thing, I reckon. So I think it's just fatigued people, and especially because like I said before, every month we get a big reveal anyway, like on a Saturday. Plus they do previews every week. It's just, it seems a bit unnecessary, you know. Hi mate, thank you for popping by, it's been a pleasure. I'll see you again soon. Don't forget, I am live on Mondays at 8:30 and every Friday at 8. So I'll see you there. Ding! But yeah, it's good to see you again, man. Where was I? What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was doing the underarm bits when I now I've got to do the gloves. Always forget what I'm doing. Right. I think I've thinned out the Abaddon a bit too much there. There we go. There we go. Oh, look at that skill. Didn't even smudge a little bit. I am painter. I am the Bob Ross of mini painting. No, I'm really not. Is there a Bob Ross of mini painting out there? I think someone said that Goober Town was quite a close comparison. But he's very chilled out. All his videos are chilled out. Very zen. There we go. Just get round the back bit there. Sweet, sweet, sweet. A little bit in there. Got it. Yeah. Alright, now let's get the belt. A few happy accidents. Wait, if I'm not following a painting guide, everything's a happy accident. Have you not seen... Have you not been watching me paint live? When I was painting my happy little trees, and I was having lots of happy little accidents with that as well. Like, doing the bark on it. No idea how I was going to do that. And I just made it up as I went along. There we go. Oh yeah. You know, I just need an easel or something, right? So once I finish rinsing my brush, right, I could just go, and then just like. And some more Abaddon black. And happy trees. Yeah, paint happy trees. Happy little trees. There's one. There's a little friend. We'll give this one another friend. The best Bob Ross impersonation though was Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. Bob Ross pool, so I call it. That had been stitches. A little bit of titanium white. Oh dear, there we go. That looks alright. Okay, so I haven't missed anywhere now, have I? Straps, straps, straps. Oh, I've got this strap to do up here. There we go. So this is the bulk of the work, is filling out details with the base colors, you know. It's blocking it all in. That's the bulk of the work, and it's tedious, but it needs doing, because once you've done it, then you're just adding little bits here and there to emphasize certain aspects of the model at certain angles. And yeah, sometimes the absence of complexity can add more to your work than overcomplicating it, and that's true in all forms, I would say. Beat the devil out of it, yeah. Your little friend bang on a squirrel. Here we go. There, that should do. Okay, just double check it. Cool. Ah, actually, this whole thing here is painted up. Lol. There we go. What are we doing? How are we doing for time? Crikey, we're running well over. I didn't realise, I had no idea what the time was. You know what, I've just been enjoying being on here with you lot. You know what they say, when time flies when you're having fun. I think I can just finish up this detail before I wrap up. Well, I started watching Bad Batch today. That's a good show. I think there's only 2 episodes up at the moment, but I've enjoyed that. I never really got into the Clone Wars show, but I might go back and watch that actually. Especially because they went back and added a final season to it, didn't they? And from what I understand, Clone Wars was on years ago on TV, but it got retconned by when Disney took over. I think that's what happened. A lot of people got upset with that, and I think now with Dave Filoni at the helm of half the franchise, they've sort of accepted that it is part of the canon, and they made that final season to it, didn't they? To make it actually tie into the existing Star Wars universe, and now Bad Batch is sort of adding to that, and I actually liked Bad Batch. So yeah. There we go. Nice. Looks alright. What would be the next bit to do after that? Painting the silver bits, so the scales here, some of the details on there, and then do some red details as well, and then that would be done. And then I'd have to go back to all of the Stormcast I've done so far, and then do, hey Mifos, how you doing, mate? Oh man, I was just about to sign off. Hope you're well. So started Iron Fist. Iron Fist is alright. I think after Daredevil and Luke Cage, people had high hopes for Iron Fist, and then it wasn't as good as people expected it to be, because it was more story driven than action driven. But anyways, doesn't matter anymore because Netflix and Disney canned it. They canned the Defenders, which is a shame because it was good. Ugh. Right, so let's just get back onto my face. Oh, good to hear it, man. Alright. So there we go, hang on. Just for you, Mifos. There you go. Anyways, I'm gonna sign off here. So we've been live for 2.5 hours. My throat is starting to go now, so gonna rest up. I hope you all had a good evening. I did, certainly. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, then please do make sure that you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon next to it so you don't miss a single thing. I do live shows every Monday at 8:30 with playthroughs of the Mortal Realms, and I do the hobby hangout painting catch up on the Friday at 8 PM. So don't miss out on that. If you want to keep up to date on all my doings and all my goings, then there are links to my social media in the description below. And while you're down there, have a look at the links to all the amazing Facebook groups, including the Chilling Wargamers, of which I am a very proud member of. And if you're feeling super generous and you feel like you could do more than hit that like button, then slide down to those other links there where you can support the channel in various ways through donations, Or if you just need to get yourself some hobby supplies or get something that is on pre-order, then go to Element Games, use that code as well. You get yourself some bonus reward points and you get yourself good discounts on there, and it helps me out at the same time at no extra cost to you. And lastly, if you are looking to get yourself some more Mortal Realms magazines, or you want to pre-order yours, then there's a link to Forbidden Planet as well. Again, helps me out at no extra cost to you, and all the issues are 50p cheaper through that website, so go nuts. I am trying my best to get this video for the Flesh Eaters done. I might end up missing the deadline for tomorrow, and it might come out middle of next week because there's some bits I need to go back and refilm. But there will be one for that, and then straight after I'll be cracking on with the rest of Mortal Realms and getting some other bits and pieces done. I've got some exciting stuff coming. And lastly, keep your eyes out because I am planning to do a little something, a little give back to the Hobby Corner community to celebrate hitting the 1,000 subscribers. So keep an eye out for that. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. So once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Big love to you all, and I hope you have an amazing weekend. And I'll see you Monday at 8:30. Until then, peace. Ooh, there we go. I'll do it again. Until then, peace.